Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Tony Max. Y'all know I do it to the max. Coming back at y'all again with another fantastic episode of Truth to Life, where we discuss real life issues that affect real life people in real everyday life. Well, in today's issue, you guys, I had I made a video about never move in with a modern black woman. Well, I received a few comments on that I have to address. I promised a couple of the guys that I was going to address it in part 2. So here's part 2. Never move in with a modern woman, and specifically a modern black woman. Why? Well, we're going to go ahead and discuss it. You ready? Hope you got your pen and your pad. Come on, let's get in. Okay, you guys. I got my notes. So the question was posed to me by one particular guy who commented, and his comment was he asked me, never live with or never move in. Well, first I'm gonna cover the move in, because moving in is the main problem, but I may even do a part 3. I'm probably going to do a part 3. So it's just part 2 for now. So right now we're just going to cover the moving in with. So now the problem, the first problem that creates is what happens is that when you move in with a modern woman, you relinquish your position of power, fellas. And here's the difference in between living with and moving in with. Specifically addressing that question. Living with versus moving in with modern women. Well, what happens is that when you move in with, for one, it's her house. First and foremost. So because it's her house, she's already used to paying all of her own bills. At most, you can either take over those payments or just pay some of them, or half of them, or whatever you guys agree with. However, here's the problem with that. At the end of the day, it's still her spot. So when you guys get in an argument, as you will, as all relationships do, depending on the level of intensity and her level of respect for you, that's going to dictate how she responds to you and or reacts to you throughout that argument. And what tends to happen when women don't respect you is they disrespect you. The way that they disrespect you is by making condescending comments and or disrespectful comments about your living arrangements. This is my house and I pay the bills and and I do this and my name is on the lease. And so what she's doing now is she's exerting her position of authority and power by way of the fact that this is her house. Whether it's a house, an apartment, a duplex, a hole in the wall. If her name is on the lease, or if her name is on the lease or the title deed to that property, it's hers, bro. So you basically capitulated by way of moving in with this woman and subjected yourself to any insults or disrespect that comes your way, because again, you're living with her in her house. Now, here's the opposite side of that. If you allow her to move in with you, then she's living with you. You're not living with her. You guys are under your roof. Your roof. You're the man, this is your house. See, listen, the problem is not the living arrangements. The problem is the mindset. So it really doesn't matter whether you're living with her or she's living with you. If she has a modern woman mindset as opposed to a traditional woman's mindset, then there will always be problems regardless of what those problems will be. So let's just say, for example, that she's living with you, right? But she's a modern woman. So instead of the disrespect by means of this is my house, etc., in the arguments, she'll choose something else because she simply doesn't respect you, simply because she has the modern woman mindset. She will pick and choose and find something to have a problem with because she's not a traditional woman by default. These are skills. So the problem is not you, bro. The problem is her. The problem is you in your choice. You're picking and choosing a modern woman. And modern women, bro, if y'all want me to make a video about how to identify a modern woman, then, let me know and I'll definitely give you my take on what I think you guys should look out for. Because what I'm learning is that a lot of guys, look, I came up in the streets, so I got a lot of street knowledge. I got a lot of common sense as well. And a lot of these things are not present in the majority of men, as I once believed that they were. It's almost like this, fellas. It's like if you grow up rich and all you are used to seeing is affluence, well, you don't have the knowledge of someone who is poor. So you don't know. That's like a foreign country to you. So in your mind, you think, geez, everyone's rich. I mean, I'm rich, mom's rich, dad's rich, all of our friends are rich. I don't know anything outside of Bentleys and Rolls Royces and butlers and maids, nannies. So this is just a part of, like they say, we all become products of our environment to some degree. So if this is all you know, then how can you possibly be aware of something that you don't know? We don't know what we don't know. And that's just what it does. Those are just the facts. So what needs to happen in those situations is that we need to be properly educated so that we become aware of and are educated on the things that we do not know. Now, that being said, I'm gonna go to number 2, which is you subject yourself to being emasculated when you move in with a modern day woman. So if you move in with a modern minded woman, it's just all kinds of problems that are going to ensue as a result of you moving in with her because of her mindset. Again, fellas, it's your choice. We can't blame the women for being modern women. There are many traditional women. The problem is like trying to dig through the haystack to try to find those traditional women. And for those of you ladies out there, I may even do this myself because I know Kevin Samuels has also done it. He's actually done it probably. He's maybe been one of the first to do it. One of the first to do it, because I'm sure he's not the first or the only, but he's definitely one of the first to do it. And I'm probably going to end up starting probably a Facebook page as well to create the environment for traditional-minded black women to meet black men who want a traditional wife, who are in the market for a wife. So if you're not in the market for a wife to get married, this is not going to be an avenue for you. You will be vetted extensively and the whole 9 yards to make sure that you are really looking for a wife, because these women don't need to be taken advantage of. That's the reason, fellas and ladies that are watching this, why so many women are bitter right now, because the women that are or maybe even used to be traditional women have been used and abused because they were not able to choose well. And ladies, y'all just don't know how to choose. These are just the facts. It's not disrespectful. These are just the facts. You were not raised to choose appropriately. You need to have men to vet other men for you so that you can choose better and have that's why they used to do it back in the Gap, back when before Jesus was even born. This is an ancient practice that is still relevant to this day. Now, going to number 3, fellas, when you move in with a modern-minded woman, you create an environment of female masculinity. She begins, and again, with a modern-minded woman, this is all this applies to. she begins to feel, she feels empowered. My man is living with me. I can put him out when I want to put him out. So she's in a position of power in her mind. And really, in actuality, she is as well, because she can kick you out of her house at any time. Look, bro, if you driving your woman's car, living in your woman's house, spending your woman's money, you know what that makes you? Yeah, I'm a player. Yeah, I'm a player. I'm a gigolo. Yeah, I got it going on now, homeboy. That makes you a child. That's what that makes you. Especially if she has other kids. You became child number 2 or number 3 or however many other kids she has prior to you. If you're not providing for yourself, you are a child. So I'll let you a player and so forth and so on. Now, homeboy, that don't make you player. For real, baby. You got the wrong thing in your mind. Bro, fellas, even if you have a hole in the wall, as long as it's yours, you're good. Who cares? I don't care if you go buy a van to live in. You got you a bed in that, boy, put you a bed in there if you ain't got one. You know what I'm saying? You do what you gotta do. Find you a spot to take a shower, and you know, you can eat as long as you got you a job, making you some legal money, you good. But as long as it's yours, never ever position yourself, fellas, in a situation, in an environment where you are allowing yourself to be emasculated. And really, again, we need to address the source. And the source is the mindset of the modern day women. Modern women don't have a traditional mindset. So their position, the way that they move, is totally opposite to that of a traditional woman. So, with that being said, thanks for the love and support. Keep those subscriptions coming. Don't forget, if you're on your PC or your laptop, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the banner where I have links. You can click on those links for ways to support the channel. If you're on your phone or your tablet, you can look up under the video where it says read more or show more, and you'll see the ways for you to support the channel there. The music that you hear in the background is mine. I'm a producer and / artist, so I do all types of music. I love music, is what I was created to do, and I'm working on my latest projects right now, but you can actually use that as a venue or an avenue to support the channel as well. And my latest project that I will be releasing will be sometime soon, and you guys will be first to be notified as you click the notification bell and click all. That'll let YouTube know that you want to be notified for all of my newest and latest releases of recent content. So, again, thanks for the love and the support. I really appreciate you guys. Till next we meet, peace and progress to you, baby. Come on.